Okay, we got a video here from Hero Hey. This is about Genshin Impact's well, dude, she's a voice actress. She was very famous from Genshin Impact back in the day. She voiced one of my favorite characters in the actual game, Sucrose. I'll put an image of her up on the screen. The unfortunate thing is that over time, the voice actress for Sucrose, she fucking went batshit crazy to the point she actually got fucking sacked and replaced in Genshin Impact. She's no longer a voice in the game. For some fucking reason, apparently, they cast this freak into, I guess, the new season of Cyberpunk EDGERUNNERS too. So let's watch this video and see what the fuck is going on about this, okay?
EDGERUNNERS 2. And no damper on that. Looks like it's going to be pretty hype. But there is one little thing people noticed with one particular character. And this character seems pretty cool. But yeah, that thing is with the English dub only. Specifically the English dub. People noticed that Roman, this character, well, his VA is Valeria Rodriguez. You might remember this name because this is one of the most hated English VAs out there. She was one of those VAs that was a part of the failed Hoyoverse strike where a lot of...
I believe, I could be wrong, but I think they refer to themselves as he now. Dude, it's a shame, man. It really is. But, dude, it's a shame. I don't understand, like, they started hanging out with the wrong crowd of people, I think. And they fucking got like brainwashed into fucking, I don't know. It's so sad what happened because like anytime I go back to play Genshin Impact now, I'm gonna always think about the fucking character, how they used to voice my favorite character in the game, you know.
Industry English VAs attempted to gaslight the internet and manipulate the Hoyoverse community to fight on their behalf against Hoyoverse, saying that they just wanted AI protections. But as we know, it was all a lie.
It was all a lie.
Trying to strong arm Hoyoverse into signing a union contract so they could essentially, as many would say, monopolize the industry and get any non-union VA kicked off the job and replaced with their fellow union VAs. That's just the tip of the iceberg with all that. It was like a 3-month arc of nonstop craziness. But anyways, there was also Jacob Takanashi, who was a VA based out of Japan that replaced one of these other union VAs, John Pat Node. And Valeria got super mad at Jacob. A lot of these VAs were harassing Jacob Takanashi, saying horrible things to him. And when the Hoyoverse community and other people all across the internet called them out for their terrible, pathetic, petty, immature, just awful behavior, these VAs, including Valeria, then got very mad at the Hoyoverse community, which you can see right here, for example, in a post from a year ago titled, Valeria, the English VA of Sucrose, does not apologize for what she said, and she doubled down, tripled down, etc., etc. Again, this is just a super quick recap, the tip of the iceberg. And she was doubling down, tripling down, as you can see here, getting all mad at the Hoyoverse community.
You know, I would not be surprised if information comes out in the future of how like all these controversial voice actresses and actors are part of some fucking insanely huge like cult and like some kind of orgy group, and they're fucking like they're always fucking each other, and they're like taking drugs and shit, and they're just, I don't know. It's so weird that we have so many fucking English VAs with the same like viewpoints as this person right here. Yeah, blow in mind. It's like I wouldn't be surprised if they're all fucking each other. It is crazy, you know. I just don't understand.
And all throughout the responses, people
Dude,
were talking about
she was so cute back in the day, man.
And how awful
when she first got hired on as Sucrose and Genshin Impact, she was so fucking happy and energetic and shit. Everybody fucking loved her, and then all of a sudden, like a few years later, she just fucking batshit fucking crazy, man. Drugs, I don't know what the fuck happened. Like they got so fucking big headed, and it's like, dude, you're a fucking shitty side character in Genshin Impact. You're a fucking nobody. You can easily fucking replace. You're fucking the same as some goddamn random Walmart employee.
Another one saying like, yeah, by recast.
Yep,
She's
exactly.
definitely going to get recast sooner or later, and it's going to be her own fault for thinking it was a good idea to attack Jacob and for doubling down and not apologizing. War's over. They lost. Hoyo ain't playing
Have
no
fun
more.
getting replaced by
And
some
sure
British
enough,
chick.
yep.
Dude, I'm sorry. It is fucking sad that literally almost every fucking game out there nowadays, it's just fucking British voice actors over and over and over. But it's like, what can you do about it? We have all these fucking woke pieces of shit fucking ruining your games and shit. Like, they gotta do what they gotta do.
Yep, Hoyoverse did eventually recast her, along with a number of other corrupt English VAs. For example, this post with 3,400 likes on the Arc Genshin Impact subreddit. Sucrose's English VA, Valeria Rodriguez, has been officially recast. She was just getting cooked all in the responses. People saying stuff like, I would say good riddance. She was and still is a mean and completely unhinged, terrible person. She got what she deserved. Also, her celebrating the fact that she got replaced just proves how unhinged both her and her fandom are. I'll show you that in a second. It was just clear, tremendous cope. Right below that, another top comment saying, LMAO, deserved. Now all that's left is Candace. If I recall, Candace's VA was Cher Kirby, and if I recall, I'm pretty sure they also replaced her. Dude, she was... I don't even know which VA was worse. They were all saying such unhinged stuff. The Candace thing was crazy, or the Cher Kirby thing was crazy. I think it was on her Blue Sky.
Some of this shit actually spilled into Nikkei too, I believe.
Rant about all of this, but like, I can't recap everything. I'm just getting the memories now, dude. It was a crazy arc.
It literally was like over a year ago. Yeah,
that's right. Cher Kirby did threaten to like resign or something, saying like F Hoyoverse. But I think her character was still voiced for a while, so people weren't sure if it was old lines or if she was just like lying about resigning or whatever. But ultimately, I'm pretty sure whether she resigned or not, or got fired, whatever the case may be, that yeah, she is no longer Candace, I should say. And similarly to Valeria, you can see Cher Kirby was also just seething at the Hoyoverse fan base here because people called out again the VA's lies and manipulations, that the Hoyoverse community didn't fall for their nonsense, and they just raged so badly. Here's another Arc Genshin Impact subreddit post about Cher Kirby's insane rant that you just saw from her Blue Sky account. And people are like, quote, cool, go ahead and recast me too while you're at it, unquote. Be careful what you wish for, showing where...
This shit was never going to work. You're trying to fucking force a Chinese company to fucking unionize. To hire only union actors. You're so fucking stupid here. Like, you may have had an argument or a chance had you decided to fucking target like a Western developer. But to target a Chinese fucking corporation or company for a video game? You think they give two fucks about us? Fucking insane.
Cher Kirby had said, have fun with Genshin, you'll never work on anything else, she said to Jacob Takanashi, this Japan-based VA that I mentioned earlier, who replaced their friend John Pat Node. In important context, John Pat Node refused to work for like 8 months, if I recall. Like 8 months, he didn't do his job. Hoyoverse gave him 8 months to come back and actually do the work.
That's crazy, man.
That is, like,
8 months.
Generous. And eventually
really
they replaced him
generous
with Jacob Takanashi, and as you saw, these VAs
so they wanted to avoid doing it
really quick. Holy smokes. She's worse than Paimon and Kaching's VA combined. We're definitely going to be getting a new
I guarantee you eventually.
Paimon, of course, being XVA being...
We're going to get to the point where, like, they're just going to abolish English VAs all entirely. You're going to either be stuck with Chinese VAs or Japanese. Like, most of these weeboos that play these type of games, like, we typically play these games in a foreign language anyway. Because, like... I don't know, it's something about when you hear these characters talk in English, it throws you off a lot of times, and it can sometimes come off very cringe to a degree. Yeah, but
Becker and Kaching's VA, now also XVA, because she got replaced too, that being Kaylee Mills. And these English VAs, a part of this, I think it's clique,
Haley Mills played Nikki, right?
Weird, petty, immature, pathetic clique. They were harassing Jacob Takanashi. Some of them were like looking into his personal information and using that against him, like Kaylee Mills trying to use his new house against him and like insulting him like that. Bringing his
what
wife
a fucking
into
bitch, dude.
Other VAs threatening violence. They're like, you know what we used to do to scabs back in the day? And then he talked about how they would get like assaulted and stuff. Like,
oh my god,
bro, these people are nuts. But anyways.
So I remember back in the day when I worked at a factory job, and we had a union there, and the union people used to always joke about if we ever had to do a protest and all that shit and go on strike, Like some of them, like they were joking, but some of them were joking so bad to where people were like, "Oh man, I can't fucking wait to fucking start throwing rocks at people." And I'm like, "What the fuck you mean you about to start throwing rocks?" Yeah, hell yeah. When we go on strike, I'm gonna start throwing rocks, you fuckers. It keeps walking in here, going to continue to work. I'm like, what the fuck? Like, why are you throwing a rock at me? I didn't fucking what, dude. Like, this is back in like 2008, like 2009. That type of that behavior, that kind of attitude was still going on all the way back then.
Going back to Valeria Rodriguez, like I said, she was coping hard. After she got replaced, she made this tweet saying freedom, acting like that's what she wanted the whole time. It's like, okay, well, you could have left at any point in time and you didn't. Now you got replaced and you're like, oh, this is what I wanted. Totally freedom. Like, dude, immense cope, immense, tremendous cope. But now, as you know, she is in the news once again because she is apparently now going to be Roman in the English dub of Cyberpunk Edgerunners 2. And people are already calling her out all throughout the responses. Let's check it out. Yikes. Everyone else was good, but really? The girl who was fired from Genshin for literally insulting the fans? And showing a tweet that Valeria had made back during that situation that we just talked about. Keep in mind, the profile pic is different now because this is a recent screenshot, so it's changed in the screenshot. But this is a tweet from back then. Let's check this one out. What did Valeria have to say back then? My reaction to you dorks saying you're going to switch your game to a different language now? Laughing emoji. Okay, so this is just more cope. This is like the mask meme, right? Like holding the mask up, but she's like crying behind the meme. I'm not deleting my tweets either. Seeing the huge response, both hateful and positive, means that I struck a chord. I'm done being silent. It's 2024. We can all do better. Oh my gosh, the irony is palpable with that one. LMAO, they hired the woman who lied about employees to try and get them fired. Same people will tell you they care about workers' rights, and then it's like, if you're not a part of our clique though, yeah, you don't deserve a job. Oh, yeah, because let's hire the person who harassed an innocent person, sent death threats to people who disagreed with them, recast ASAP lol, and start to look into who you hire, please. Clancy, I am so sorry that you have to share an anime with this VA, crying emoji. This person just saying LMAO, showing how they're blocked by Valeria, that's her @ right there. And I'm also in this club, although it's not very prestigious. A lot of people are. And some duality here with one user saying because of this alone, it's not worth listening to the English dub. But then other people getting excited because, oh my gosh, that's the VA for Venture in Overwatch, guys. Here's another one. Venture Overwatch. And Venture my goat. Now, I do know some based people that play Overwatch, but a large portion of the community will just like eat any pandering modern audience slop that Blizzard shovels at them. There's like no thinking involved at all. Just consume, unquestionably consume.
That's
and
true.
Then we got this one, quote unquote, Valeria Rodriguez reads the announcement, just freaking like shuts the fridge, walks away. Other comments like, it's okay, I watch in Japanese anyway. None of the SAG-AFTRA freaks are getting my view. I'll personally never watch English dubs, mainly because there's too many political activists, aka narcissists, choosing to be actors and actresses. But yeah, that's the latest. Thank you for tuning in.
I'm saying,
have a great rest of your day.
They're fucking just invade. They're like, look, this woke shit, dude. They're just invading every single one of our fucking personal spaces. There's nothing sacred anymore. They want, oh, you like fucking anime? All right, I'm jumping in your anime. You like video games? Oh yeah, I'm part of your video games now. Oh, you like fucking movies and shit? I'm in your movies and shit too now. They're fucking everywhere. And it's, I honestly, I don't know if it's going to get any better. I really don't. I guarantee you, she will not be replaced as this character. She's here to stay. Because more than like Edgerunners 2 is it's gonna be like a Western developer like that. If they have anything to say when it, hell, I look at how these other shows are going. You know, Invincible. Like you have all these fucking psychos that are doing voice work and stuff. It's just, I don't know. I think we're just fucked. And it's like, if you want to watch anime now or play games, you can't fucking like play it or watch it in English anymore. It has to be in a foreign language. And so it's so stupid. But as always, everyone, have a good one, good night, and peace out.